In the great hall of the Justice League, there are assembled the world's 4 greatest heroes, created from the cosmic legends of the universe. Their mission, to fight injustice, to right that which is wrong, and to serve all mankind.
We're back!
Okay, all right. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Spinner Rack. Unfortunately, part of the crew isn't here.
Good.
P Money,
Good.
but we'll see him soon.
Good.
We have
When I
Cal.
come in,
we have
D-Man.
We have D-Man.
When I come in, I
and
take
today
up 2
we're going to
space,
talk about
2 spots.
Civil War. It's a bit dated, but we're going to go for it right now.
Why would you have to say it's a bit dated?
Because
the
it is
still hot.
How is it still hot?
It's still hot. Still
So let's
making
go
money.
straight into
Still
it.
in the theaters, isn't it?
It's one of the biggest movies of the year. Some people think it's not as big as BVS, but it's one of the biggest movies of the year, and we just want to just have a quick review
We
to
don't
go
need
over
PD's
what it is. Okay?
opinion. Only
So
mine.
I want to basically say, Cal, what is your impressions of this movie?
Great
Be
movie.
honest.
Bigger
and
than BVS will ever be. Outscored it, outdid it on everything in terms of metric with the fans, metrics with the money, metrics with the critics. Good story, seamlessly written. Very hard. The only thing I wanted was more story. I would have liked if it was longer.
clearly not an objective review. D-Man, what do you think?
Yo.
So
as
you
I
wa-
said about the,
so you wanna know
you
what
didn't cut me. You didn't cut off Cal when he was talking. Why you even interject
wasn't
yourself?
sure you were gonna
Can I
say
get my
anything.
$10 worth in? Can I get my $10 worth?
I wasn't sure you were going to say anything.
Okay, well, give me a chance to say something, sir.
You got it.
I got one word, just like the trailer when I reviewed it the last time. Marvel!
That doesn't tell me anything.
Oh, that tells me everything.
That
You know what
doesn't tell
means?
me anything.
That tells me that this movie was the bomb, son. But I have to say, I just had a couple of things about this movie that I feel that this movie, when it comes to the idea of movie spectacle or superhero spectacle, I think it's gone. I think the idea of movie spectacle is gone out the window, man.
Wait, rewind. What the heck do you mean by movie spectacle?
When you go to the theater and you want to be wild and when you want to be zowied, this movie didn't have me wowied or zowied. I saw
Did you
the
not
movie.
just go,
Yeah, because the movie was good. Because the movie was good.
Well,
I was not disappointed.
What would you do if it was actually off the hook?
Put it this way. No, put it this way. The movie can't be off the hook because we've seen everything these movies can do at this point. I believe. If this movie came out 2 years before, we'd be saying this was the bomb. This was crazy. This movie would be the phenomenal, incredible movie. But now that we've come out after Thor, Iron Man, Civil War, Avengers,
BVS. Don't you feel the story was the same thing, a retread of the BVS
Well, sir,
story?
you cut me off.
You know,
I was still talking about. I still had a
saying
thought
sorry,
in my
but
head I
you
wanted to get
gotta
out.
throw in BVS
Still
at
had
the
a
very
thought in
end.
my head that I
Okay,
wanted to get
asking
out.
for it.
Can I get the thought out?
You're asking for it.
Can I get the thought out? My thought is that if it came out during that time, this movie would have been the phenomenal movie. It would have been unshakable. But now that it's come out, I see it and I saw the movie and I was like, I'm entertained. It was great. It was a great story, great everything. But I wasn't wowed by it. I wasn't zowied. I wasn't blown back. But the entrance of a couple of characters did it for me. Made this movie more impactful. But the movie did not, grab me and knock me out my seat and go like, damn it, man, you must crazy. I saw this movie and I felt satisfied, and I think I saw it one more time, and that was good. It didn't make me feel like I needed to see the movie repeatedly.
All right, so here's my, unlike you two, my fair and balanced opinion, naturally, of the movie.
Yes,
Okay?
fair and balanced.
I thought it was a pretty decent movie for its time.
Oh,
You know what I'm
that
trying
was
to say?
decent.
A
Oh,
decent
wait a
movie.
second. I was saying it was like
No,
lost
but
the
you're
spectacle.
marvelous.
Because the
when you say
Marvel-
that, it's like 10 or 11
No,
or
you
12.
gotta get it right.
I'm giving
Marvel
it.
out,
I'm giving
Marvel
it.
out, Marvel out, Marvel out.
When you give it to
Yeah.
when you
With
come
the
down
tongue.
when you come down to like I'd say it's like an 8. BVS.
Yeah, I
because
agree.
of some inherent weaknesses, probably like a 7.5. You know what I'm trying to say?
Well, BBS is way past 7.5.
Yeah. So,
They're way past 7.5.
but when you look at this, there was a big hole at the very end.
As far as
and the
story is
big
concerned.
hole,
Go
the
ahead.
big hole was the end of the story where this whole thing, Baron
Baron Zemo?
Zemo is he even a Baron in this movie? Is he a Baron?
No,
they don't even say
just-
Baron.
yeah, just
but
Helmut
Zemo's
Zemo.
in the movie, and he does all these elaborate things against superheroes, and he's just a regular man, right? I mean, just a special forces guy. He's just a regular man, and he's able to make them go through all these things, do all these things, and at the very end, it's just to me a little like a denouement. It's just like, what the hell happened?
If you're using BVS as a mirror, I mean, Lex is a regular dude. right? He's a regular guy.
Lex is like a genius intelligence
Okay,
billionaire.
I'll give you
know
that.
what I'm
I'll
trying
give you
to say?
that. I'll
So
give
I
you
think
that.
he's a-
I see what
he
you're
has
saying.
resources. This dude, he doesn't have the resources. He was just a soldier in the military of his country's army, and he was pissed off his family. Now, don't get me wrong. I understand the premise, but this is what I'm trying to say. I felt some parts of it were like a retread of BVS. It's like they wanted to throw this before BVS. I mean, don't get me wrong. The Civil War concept is there, but come on. I don't want to say the word stole, but they stole the concept.
But Marvel did say that their idea for Civil War came from that DC was doing, Batman versus Superman.
Exactly.
But
and they thought they could do it better.
Regardless of that, there was.
They did do better.
Was it an entertaining film? There's no way to say no because I was there with the audience, and the audience definitely loved it.
Well, you entertained.
I thought it was
That's all
entertaining.
that we matter.
You know what I'm saying?
What's your opinion? That's not what we coming here for.
But can it? But still, when you have the giants, the gods of superhero comics, Batman and Wonder Woman and stuff like
Well,
that.
we're talking about Civil War right now.
I'm just trying to give you like a understanding of the level of things.
What's the level? Marvel is doing better in the theaters than DC. What I'm saying is about this movie is that
wait. I mean, if you look at all the DC properties on animation, and you do all the DC.
I'm not comparing.
All right, so don't go there, man. Don't go there.
Right now.
Apologize, man. Apologize, because I'm starting right now.
you?
Yeah, God dog. Don't be starting dissing, because DC has the TV on lock, has animation on lock, and starting to move around.
As far as those quality, as far as those entertainment content is concerned, yes.
It's a Batman
is
world.
the $1 billion.
It just started.
But movies are the $1 billion
This is the first
stuff.
movie. It just started.
You're
It just
right.
started.
You're
Give
right.
it a chance.
Listen, you're right.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Suicide Squad is next. You're right. You know what, sir? You know what? I apologize.
Okay, so you know what? You get the floor.
Oh, thank you. Well, let's hear from Cal. What did you like about the
You
movie?
are full of cake, man.
What did you like about the movie, Cal?
DC has this on lock. They have no competition
No,
because animation, because Marvel isn't doing anything.
Well, that's the whole point.
Marvel's too busy making movies. That's why they're not doing the animation.
No.
And as for
That's
the
not true.
and as for the television, the only reason why they're able to do television is one reason, because Warner Brothers owns bloody television stations. Other than that, they'd be assed
I
out.
totally disagree.
Yeah,
The
me too.
shows are very successful.
Yeah.
They're making money.
Marvel did
You know what I'm trying to say?
And they have DC. They have what you call
I
Disney.
I didn't
No,
interrupt.
they have the Disney
I
channel.
didn't interrupt anybody while you guys are having your nice little tete-a-tete.
You
So
wasn't-
thank you very much. Okay, these guys right over
What's
here
that talking
own
about?
television stations, so they're able to get their product out there. How
Disney
many
owns
So
television
the Disney
stations.
channel is
television?
nothing?
I'm gonna see the ground. You guys got it.
What is this
Yeah,
guy talking
Disney
about?
owns ABC, which ABC
All
owns
the Marvel
several stations
cartoons
too.
on Disney, and then they've done the what you call it, the releases, the DVD releases, with what you call Hulk versus, and then what you call it. Now they're what you call Sony's supposed to be releasing a Spider-Man cartoon. Or Spider-Man animation. They're doing their thing. It's just that they haven't done it as successfully as they've done the movies. That's it.
Bruce Timm.
And they have Netflix. Marvel has Netflix. And if Marvel wanted to, they could do television because Disney owns Channel 7 with, Agents of
S.H.I.E.L.D. And they had Agent Carter.
Yeah. What's this guy talking about? What's going on?
I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay.
So, Cal.
Now I know what I'm talking about?
No, I'm saying Cal. So, your impression of the movie, do you think that this is going to lead into...
Back to what I was saying. These guys...
There it goes. You see what I'm trying to say? And you try to be...
These guys over here have a direct line to television, so of course they should be more successful with it. Marvel doesn't have the same outlet for television. Netflix is not the same as having 4 shows on because you own half of a network. That's not the same thing. However, Marvel ceded all that ground because they decided, look, we're going to put the energy to making good films. End of story. And this comparison you keep making with BVS, yes, I understand you're trying to keep stoking the same fire, but you can't compare a bottle of Perrier to a bucket of urine. Okay, and that's what you're doing at this point. You gotta let it go. You gotta
Bucket
let
of
it go.
urine? The thing made nearly $1 billion. $1 billion. That's not a bucket of urine.
Can we find out what he liked about the movie first?
I already said what I liked about the movie when we opened.
No.
So you like that whole Baron
All
Zemo
you mentioned
portion?
was metadata. You was like, it did this, it did that. What did you like?
No, I said I liked everything about the movie. I said the only complaint that I had is that I would have liked it to have been longer. That's what I said when we opened up.
So you like the whole story about the Baron?
From start to finish, I had no problem with the story, warts and all. Baron Zemo's getting this whole thing off and running, that should have really tanked the story from the beginning. However, because I was so fully versed in it, I just really didn't mind. The only problem I have with it, I would have loved for it to have been longer. That's it. I would like to see a 30-minute extended edition of this film, as opposed to another leader in a bucket of urine.
I can tell you one thing. That laugh was so fake. So anyway, what you call it? It
What
was
else
so
did I
fake.
do? I
The laugh
mean,
was just so fake.
it is like
no, it's
a
just the laugh was just so
humongous
fake. It's a fake laugh.
BVS, all right?
That's a there you go. Like Guardians of the Galaxy, that laugh was not real. Anyway, the highlight of this movie for me, when I saw it, I was like, I'm done with Civil War. I didn't even want to watch any more Civil War.
The
when I
highlight
saw
of it?
Ant-Man becoming Giant Man. When I saw that, I was like, I'm good. I don't want to see any more of this movie. Give me that. He stole the movie, in my opinion. He stole the movie.
What about Spider-Man?
Spider-Man was cool.
And Black Panther.
Black Panther was the bomb. But Ant-Man stole the movie. When I saw him become Giant Man, at that point, the movie was over for me. I was like, give me more of that. Give me more of this guy turning from small to big, and you know, they doing the ratio saying that, you know, what you call it, as if we were flies with humans to flies, if he was giant like that and we're like insects, practically insects, that his movements seemed deemed to us and our visuals of it would seem slower, but that part of the movie hit me. I was just like, bravo. The Giant Man scene, beautiful. I was like, I wanted to see more of that. It was good for me. That was it. I wanted to see
might
more
have
of
felt
that.
the same way if I hadn't saw it on Legends of Tomorrow.
Thank you very much. I saw it 2 weeks before. I saw the same thing too.
Yeah, they did it already with the Atom.
The Atom.
Oh, did they?
The
Okay.
exact
I don't watch
same
the show.
thing.
Oh, wow.
And you're like, huh? What the hell is going on?
The same
here?
thing with the Atom. The Atom
And he
did
was
the same-
moving slow too?
Yeah.
Same thing.
Wow.
Same thing.
Wow.
Fighting
Okay.
another creature.
Wow. I didn't see it, so I guess I was more impressed. And that's what I mean by
I'm
superhero
surprised you didn't jump
spectacle.
all over that. Yet another thing. The movie stole from.
I
they
was
stole,
going
right?
to go, but then you jumped and I said thank you. Thank you for backing me up on that one,
But
baby.
this is what I was talking
You know
about
what I'm trying to say?
a superhero spectacle. Like I said, it's...
We've seen it all.
We've seen it all.
No,
We've
there's
seen it
plenty
all.
of spectacle left. They haven't scratched the surface on it. They're just doing these stories.
I don't know what else
That's
they
the
can
biggest
do.
complaint
Well,
that I have with superhero movies. These guys have so many years, and they have such a deep bench of stories. They barely scratch the surface. They barely scratch the surface. There's plenty of
of
stuff they can still
storytelling,
do.
but I'm talking about the spectacle of
That
superheroes.
too. That too.
I don't see what else. Doctor Strange is supposed to be doing something else, but it's supposed to be taken from what you call it?
Inception.
Inception. So there's nothing there that we're going to be going, oh my God, did you see that?
There's plenty
Oh my God.
There's plenty of stuff, and this movie wasn't. To be honest, BVS was more about spectacle. They were really trying to wow you with
Yeah,
the
they
visuals.
were. They really were. You're
They
right.
were really trying to go there for
The
it. This film,
gravitas. You felt the
this film,
gravitas of that
this film was about the story.
Yeah.
Okay, this film was about the
I
story,
agree.
and they weren't trying to detract from
I
it. but
agree.
Well,
They weren't going to detract
when
with
it
good
comes
sight
with
visuals.
storytelling, they have more. I agree with you. As far as storytelling is concerned, they have more, a lot more to delve into as far as story content, the way they can tell the story, different aspects. As Dark Knight did with creating a crime. It was a crime drama with the Dark Knight. You know, with the Joker, it was a crime drama. So the different aspects or approaches they can take with the story, yes. This one, too, was a different take. I mean, BVS tried to do it with the suspense. They tried to create the suspense. You know, everything was, building to the end. And it worked for the most part as a suspense. But the story was garbage. But as far as spectacle, as what we come to see, I mean, Hulk, Bruce Banner turning the Hulk, Spider-Man crawling on walls, I mean, Iron Man having a suit. I mean, we've seen it all. We got a guy going from small to big. Is there anything else? We got people going into space. We've seen it. Anything else that's gonna wow me?
Look, to
plenty
me,
more.
The best piece,
plenty more.
the best parts of this movie were the action. To me, the story was
the
not
action was
strong.
hot. The action was hot.
The beginning action with the fight in Nigeria, and then the innocent
Action was
things were
hot.
dying. Black Widow was just off the hook. Why she doesn't have her own movie? She's just
I
like,
agree with you.
She's
I
just
agree.
like
She
tearing
deserved-
it up.
Yo,
Bring her in.
Phage, whatever. Get her a movie.
They want to
Get
give it
her
to
a
Pop to
movie.
Marvel. So the fight in
I
the
know, but
the fight.
Black Widow deserves a movie by now. She's her character, especially the part in Nigeria. I was like, yo, this.
Off the hook.
Oh man, her fight scenes was hot. I was
The
just
inter-
like, come on, man, it's
the-
about time.
The introduction of Black Panther and his powers when they're fighting. each other.
Falcon. The Falcon was the man. Black Panther was the bomb, but Falcon was the man in this movie.
I
This
don't
was
know.
the techno dude. I was like, this dude is fire. This dude was off the hook. I love this guy.
We like Falcon. And then
He was
the
like
fight
a
at the-
low. He
the
was a
fight at
low
the-
tech Iron Man.
The fight at the airport was off the hook too. I mean, come on,
fight at the airport was
Spider-Man
hot.
practically stole the show there.
No, Spider-Man was funny. Ant-Man stole the show.
I don't know. Ant-Man
But
was good. Ant-Man, to me, my favorite part of Ant-Man is when he first got introduced to Captain America. And he kept on shaking his hand like, yo, that's.
No, he didn't shake his hand. He grabbed him by his pecs. He was like,
Right.
oh, his muscles. There you go. All right, guy. Hey,
I thought that
hey.
was pretty funny.
The
But-
part I liked about Spider-Man is how they tied into the Disney connection. Hey, did you guys see that old movie, the Empire Strikes Back? And I was like, oh, that was a nice tie-in. I was like, beautiful, beautiful. Let's take this guy down. Like, you know, the guy, he went around the thingy. He said even thingy. I was like, beautiful, nice tie-in, nice Disney tie-in. Disney tie-in with the what you call it, with the Lucas movies,
Right.
with the Star Wars.
But going back to the whole movie, the next best part was the battle between the conflict between Captain America and Iron Man, and I thought that worked really well. The only problem I've had is I don't think they fleshed out the story enough of why Bucky is so central to Captain America.
They fleshed
We
that
know,
out.
we
What are you
know.
talking about?
I still think a lot of people are still confused. Like, why is he so hard on Bucky?
Why
I mean,
are
I
you
think-
so hard on Bucky?
I
He
think
just
some-
saw his parents get killed by Bucky.
Yeah, but I'm saying the thing you forget is that some people. No, we know the battle between Iron Man and Captain America. I'm saying why Captain America is just so all Bucky all the time.
Because that's his boy. They said that.
I think but now they're saying.
What do you mean they're
did you
saying?
hear what they were saying on Twitter the other day? That Captain America may be.
Gay?
Oh, come on.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Gay or a Hydra agent?
He's a
Which one?
That's funny though. Hey, I mean,
I'm just saying that
Which one?
gay. You know.
That's people who have their fantasies and they want to foist them on heterosexual
Exactly.
people.
Which is crazy. You know
well,
what I'm trying
put
to
it
say?
this way: if the story didn't have such a, if we didn't have such a backlash, if they didn't see the backstories, which this movie really didn't need to, but you understand that they have a history and their history from, and they keep mentioning it. Remember the girl that you brought in, she'd be 100 years old. Yeah, we're 100 years old.
I think some of the
this was his
some of
boy.
the public want to say this is like his brother. If he would have said
Yeah.
something along his line,
He's
we
gonna save
understand
his
that
brother.
from the comic books and all that type of thing. This
If
guy's his brother.
they saw Winter Soldier, unfortunately, if those who didn't saw Winter Soldier, you would have seen him saying, when his parents died, he's like, yo, man, you always got a place with us. Come over by me. I mean, this guy has been around, saving his butt from First Avenger. When he's fighting the guy from the movie theater and Bucky comes in and saves him, he's like, I can do this all day. Of course, with the Iron Man and Tony, but. That connection is a heartfelt one. Put it this way, he doesn't have a past anymore. Remember, the connection he had from the past died in this movie, which was, what's her name? Agent Carter, whatever her name is, Carter. She died.
But Bucky is still the connection.
But no. Remember, he couldn't find Bucky at this point. Okay, he couldn't find Bucky. When he found out that Agent Carter died, that was his connection to the past. That he said, he said when he first came back and knew that she was still alive. Remember, that was his connection. But knowing that his boy Bucky's still out there, which is his truer connection to his past, because he's a man out of time. He doesn't have family. He has nothing. You take away Bucky, that's his family. That's what he has. That's it.
But if Bucky does wrong, you know what I'm trying to say? You my boy, I don't care how far back,
You've
but
never
you do
known
wrong.
you never known parents to
what I'm
back
trying to say?
criminals.
No, but that's what I'm trying to say. I think they really sometimes should have spent a little bit more time explaining that.
I thought it was explained.
I mean,
fully
Cal
enough.
agrees with me right here.
No.
What?
I thought it was explained. I thought it was explained enough.
Bucky for the most part is a victim. He doesn't have any
Correct.
control. He doesn't have control over the majority of his actions, which is what we're shown. Now, is he still responsible for those actions?
Hell yes.
Yes, that's
That
what
dude needs to be hanging.
That's
you know
what
I'm trying to say?
Tony
That's
Stark
what-
is saying.
Well,
He said,
you can't do that. It's like, what is it? They just put this guy, this old-time wrestler on trial, Jimmy Superfly Snuka.
Yeah.
For
They
what?
He has dementia because of rape. He
Doesn't matter.
really?
He killed
I
his
didn't hear about
girlfriend.
this.
Yeah.
They put him on trial.
Superfly
They were going to put him on trial, and they said he's not mentally competent to stand trial.
Right.
That means we can't trust any answers that he gives because of where his mental state is. It's the same thing with Bucky. You can't trust his mental state because of all the stuff that's been done to him in order to turn him into a weapon that they can use at the drop of a hat by saying these innocuous words in order to set him off. You've got to be able to wipe that out of him. Then you could actually prosecute him. Other than that, you're just locking him up for no reason.
Wait, no, I totally disagree.
can't even do
He
that.
has so many powers, you have to put
You
him
can do
away.
that.
No, no.
And he
Well,
has
that's-
to be, he has to be partially responsible for some of his
well,
own
that's
things.
what he said
And
to
this is
Tony.
what-
That's what he said to Cap. He said, "I am responsible." He said, "Look, Stark's objective is like, look, regardless if he was aware or not, if he was under Hydra control, Stark is like, he's the reason my parents are not alive. This cat right here, if it wasn't for this guy, he wouldn't be. My parents would still be alive, right?
Right.
I gotta get that right there is a big faux pas in my book. Right? That's what he's saying. He's like, I gotta get rid of this guy. For this guy to be still alive and my parents are not alive, and he's the reason for my parents not being alive, there's a problem here.
Yeah, but that's more of his personal. I'm talking about the overall, the bigger issue. This guy was involved in committing general crimes because of what he was
Correct.
under conditioning.
And Cap is saying
the
Yeah,
government said, the world government says
but
you need
ask
to
it-
bring him in. You need to bring him in.
Asked and answered. Asked and answered. You can move on to your next question. Asked and answered. It's done.
What? Well, I mean, you
It's
just
done. It was asked. You got an answer. Now you're asking the same question again. You got an
I-
answer.
I'm not asking the same question.
I didn't think so
Anyway,
either.
yeah.
But to get to that question, which was that's the same thing that Cap is saying about the Avengers and the the Accords,
Right.
which is saying that yeah, he did bad, but it's in our hands. We're responsible for what's going to happen to this guy because we're the ones that were able to take him down. He's the superpower, right?
Right.
So it's better that you leave him in us. It's just like the Vision, right? Vision was a tool of Ultron, but he's working with us now. It's the same thing. Same thing with Scarlet Witch.
Right.
It's the same thing. She's a what? She was a weapon of mass destruction. They called it. It's the same thing, but she is now a part of the Avengers. Cap is trying to fight for the same thing, and I see the dichotomy and the conflict in that. But regardless
It
of
was
that,
a good conflict. I thought
I
it was very good.
I thought it was done well with the helmet Zemo thing, which was I read something where Marvel is taking a different stance about the villain, where the villain in past movies was elaborate and extravagant. This one is a regular dude, and now it's not that there's somebody like a superhero out there, but the Marvel or the Avengers have to contend with the regular people that they protect, one of their own, the people that they protect, which is what the movie was about. That look, sometimes our actions causes collateral damage,
And you
but
have to be responsible
You
for
got to
that.
be responsible. But so saying that collateral damage can be the enemy attacking you to take you down, and
I
that's
agree.
what Helmet Zemo represented, the regular people. And I was like, wow, that's brilliant.
Yeah, but
And
the only
that-
problem we're talking about superheroes with superpowers
Correct.
and intellects that are nearly
Correct.
genius level, and this dude with no resources. That's what I'm trying to say. No resources, just goes ahead and just totally
Starts messing
manipulates
crazy havoc,
all of
yeah,
them. You know what I'm trying to say? And they can't even figure it out. And I'm
Yeah.
like, dude,
Because
how the
he's
hell
a
would you
regular
ever,
dude.
how would you ever handle the Kree? How would you ever handle?
But that's the whole
you know what I'm
brilliance.
trying
That's
to
the
say?
whole brilliance of this movie that I like. This movie to me reminded me of Empire Strikes Back. It ended on a dour note. It wasn't rectified. I mean, there was no resolution, but there was a pathway that you felt afterwards that there was a possibility of something better coming along, or there was hope to be sprung out of that, and that's why I like the ending of this movie.
Well, I don't.
They
like
didn't give you the concrete, well, we're good together. Cap and Tony, we're
Right.
back together. They played it realistically to the point where it's like, you know what, we're the Avengers are not the same, but there's a possibility that things could be repatched or it could be repaired, and that's what I liked about the movie. It's like Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like the fact that you have Cap out there doing his thing. He needs
I
to be-
like that
he
Cap's
need- he
doing out
needs
there.
to- he
You
needs to
forget
be
in the
followed-
comic books, he
because-
was Nomad.
No,
He
but
was
you-
Nomad in the comic books.
But you need to be able to pull him back in. The government needs to be able to pull him back in. He can't think that he's above and beyond the government. You know what I'm trying to say?
I thought the government works for the people.
Is he does he represent the people
does
of
the
Russia?
government work
Does
for
he
the
work-
people,
does
or
he
the
represent
people work for the government?
Does he
How does
represent
it
all
work,
the people in
sir?
the world? No,
That's
he doesn't.
another-
You know what I'm
that's
trying to
another
say? That's his
discussion.
own
End the
ideas.
show.
You know what I'm trying to say? So, anything else?
No, I'm good.
Oh, you heard me. I liked it. I loved it. But
So
it wasn't.
one
but it
last
wasn't-
question.
Yeah.
Was this the best Avenger film you saw?
Best Avenger or Best Marvel?
Best Avenger film?
This is not an Avenger film.
Of course it is. It's practically most of the
It was
Avengers.
Captain America.
Nope. Thor and the Hulk aren't there. No Avengers film.
What you call it? Avengers were in it, just like in Civil War. I mean, just like
All
in
right, so then
there.
for you guys, I think to me this was the best Avenger film. Is it the best Marvel film?
Now, my best Marvel film still to date.
Winter Soldier?
No, actually, it was Captain America: First Avenger. That movie
That was
right
pretty
there.
good. That was pretty good.
That a lot of people don't get. A lot of people
was
don't
a pretty good movie.
consider that like a really good movie. But if you're talking about a superhero movie from A to B, seeing the origin and coming out with a sense of that what superheroes are supposed to bring, that feeling that what. There's something greater. He's working for something greater than himself, and that whole superhero, the whole Superman mystique. That look, we're dedicated to the task, and you want to be, forthright. I think Captain America: First Avenger did it for me.
I also like Winter Soldier. I thought that
Winter
was a pretty
Soldier
good
was
film.
great, and that's my number
Actually,
two.
Then when you say
That was my
basically
number two
all
movie.
to me, all the Cap movies have been pretty strong.
Yeah, number two. That's my number
1,
two.
2, and
movie.
3.
Iron Man, meow, Thor. meow.
Cal, what do you think?
Bye.
What? What do you think?
I already said I'm good.
No, but I'm saying, what do you think of that? In
I've
terms
got
of,
nothing more to say.
Okay.
See you next time.
What? Aren't you gonna end the show?
Spin it back out. I mean, I'm just flabbergasted.
There you
by it.
go.